How can you tell when someone might have a LEGO shopping addiction? Also, look at all the stuff I bought! Hello all, I'm Josh, this is Josh Build Stuff, and you're here for an obscene LEGO haul, probably expecting some clickbaity content to go along with that clickbaity title and thumbnail. Well, if you're familiar with the channel, you know that I like to subvert expectations. For example, you might be expecting this video to be good. Consider your expectations subverted. Also lower them a bit, and I think we'll have some fun today. Don't worry, I am going to show off a whole bunch of new LEGO sets that I bought over the past couple of months, but as I looked back at my recent purchase history, I started to notice some destructive patterns emerging. See if you can spot them. On October 1st, 2023, I needed to spend $150 to get this Magic Maze set. Well, I spent $155 and I got this Winter Village Collection Alpine Lodge. That was a beautiful set. I got a couple other Christmas sets, little gingerbread men, which we didn't build this year, a little Nutcracker, he looks lonely, and a little Star Wars diorama set, which I literally care so little about that I'm not even going to let myself finish this. Before you comment something like first world problems or privilege or poor uses of money, I understand how inconsequential and negligible all of this is in the grand scheme of things, but I've included a disclaimer down below to hopefully address some of your concerns before they become comments. That sounded a little pompous. Basically, all of this is ironic. On October 10th, just one day after our last purchase, it's double VIP points. Yay! I had to spend $100 to get this Scary Pirate Island set, and I spent $102 on a couple of advent calendars, Harry Potter and Avengers, and another little Nutcracker. He looks lonely. Just 2 builds for it. In this period of indecision and during this period of inaction, I realized there was one aspect of this hobby that I was consistently taking part in. I never stopped building LEGO until I did. Frankly, the ratio of sets I've bought to sets I've built is a bit embarrassing. What would be more accurate now is if I would have said, I realized there was one aspect of this hobby that I was consistently taking part in. I never stopped buying LEGO. For example, this feels familiar. On October 10th, the same day as our last LEGO purchase. It's double Insiders points. Yay! I had to spend $100 to get this Scary Pirate Island set, and I spent $105 on the 2 remaining advent calendars that I needed, and these Halloween-themed storage heads. Have you noticed the potentially destructive patterns emerging in my recent purchases? If you haven't, that's okay. I haven't recorded those parts of the video yet, but I'll tell you, recently, I've been suffering from FOMO. A fear of missing out, but not your usual FOMO. It's more like a FOMOGWP, a fear of missing out on GWPs. What's a GWP? Well, in the LEGO world, it stands for Gift with Purchase, or Gullible Willing Participant in LEGO's market research. But basically, LEGO is saying if you buy enough of this stuff, we'll give you this stuff for free. That's when the pattern emerges. I realize that almost all of my recent LEGO purchases have been solely motivated by getting that gift with purchase, whether or not I wanted it. But what I didn't want was to miss out. In late October 2023, LEGO revealed this Steamboat Willie gift with purchase that you had to spend $100 to get, but this one, it sold out quickly. Couldn't find it anywhere here in Austin. Thankfully, my friend out in LA, Shy Time is My Time, he said they had them in stock at his store. I said, oh great, buy me this set, and I'll pay you back. But that darn Shy, being a good friend that he is, he didn't let me pay him back. He also sent me these sets, which is super generous of him, and maybe also something else that I'm not remembering, because I'm not as good of a friend as Shy is. Here are some surefire signs to look out for to tell if you might be suffering from FOMOGWP. You may find yourself admiring and subsequently acquiring LEGO gifts with purchase that you don't even like, yet you still have to get it. You may have noticed a suspicious amount of your recent purchases where the total price was just barely above that gift with purchase threshold. You might notice you're not building the gifts with purchase once you get them, or the sets you bought to get the gifts with purchase. Here's how to tell if you might have seasonal FOMOGWP. You might have bought those advent calendars and you probably didn't even finish opening them. I still have no idea what's in days 22 to 25. It boils down to this: if you're spending too much money on sets that you don't care that much about just to get a gift with purchase that you don't care that much about, well, you might be suffering from FOMOGWP. On November 1st, 2023, it's not double VIP points, but LEGO does have this Galileo gift with purchase if you spend $130. I spent $131 on this Spider-Man Final Battle set, which looks very cool. Another Stormtrooper mech, you can never have too many of those, and sometimes you gotta get a keychain just to push yourself over that threshold. Can I pause for a second and thank LAN, the LEGO Ambassador Network, for sponsoring people like me. Not me specifically, but people who are like me. On November 19th, Double Insiders Points Weekend, yay! I had to spend $250 to get this Magisto's Magical Workshop gift with purchase and this little, what is it, like a winter market thing? That's cool. I was mostly in it for Magisto, had to spend a lot of money for this when I got that new Viking Village set and that old Pyramid of Giza set because I'm super into ancient Egypt these days. The threshold was $250, my total was $260. Don't worry, these two were Christmas presents that I bought for myself, and then I wrapped them myself, and then on Christmas morning, I unwrapped them. Merry Christmas. I know what you're thinking, Josh, having a LEGO backlog is perfectly healthy. Josh, just don't buy sets if you don't want them. Josh, you're not losing your relevancy just because you're closer to 40 than 30. I hear you, and thank you, but don't worry, I definitely possibly plan to build all of these sets and make a whole bunch of content about them. Probably. The next purchase did not include a gift with purchase. On November 24th, I bought this Jurassic Park set discounted because I used some insiders points, and I used some more insiders points to get this cool little gray castle set, otherwise known as a Micro Falcon Knights castle. I'd originally planned to put something in between each of these little hauls, but if my spending habits are any indication, I clearly have more money than time. So I didn't have time. On December 2nd, the holiday season is starting, and so we had to spend $150 to get this little wintertime Christmas ride and generically named Christmas decor set. I had to spend $150, I spent $160 on this cool deep sea submarine set that I've had my eye on for a while, and this Shadow the Hedgehog set, which highlights my hypocrisy when I say I'm not a minifigure guy, and yet I'm only buying the Sonic sets to get one of every minifigure. And also some bricks, because I'm naive enough to think that I will someday actually sort my piece collection. Maybe sort out your family life before you sort out a piece collection. I've aggregated some statistics based on my recent purchase history, and if you've made it this far in the video, clearly you'll watch anything. So here are some funbers. That's short for fun numbers. Today we're looking at 10 transactions, either bought or gifted, thanks again Shy, but across those 10 transactions I got over 30 new LEGO sets. That got me 10 new gifts with purchase, including 4 new little VIP add-on packs. I earned 10,853 insiders points, and out of all of these sets, I have built, I think 6 of them? And most of those were like Christmas stuff. The total value of all of this, close to $1,500, but that's not including the gifts with purchase. Those were free, which makes them priceless. Or worthless. Here's my favorite statistic. If you add up all of the spending thresholds necessary to get all of these gifts with purchase, well, obviously I spent enough to get all of those, but how much did I spend in addition to those thresholds? Across all 10 purchases, I only spent $41.67 more than I needed to get the free stuff. If that doesn't tell you that I was only in it for the free stuff, well, I don't know what would. And finally, the straw that broke the camel's back, the camel who is definitely not going to pass through the eye of the needle anytime soon. On January 1st, 2024, LEGO offered this retro food truck gift with purchase if you spent $190. That's steep, but I'm a good climber. I built the Alpine Village not long ago. I needed to spend $190. I spent $194 on some sets that I'm actually kind of excited about. The LEGO Ideas Polaroid set, this cool astronaut 3-in-1 set, and a couple of boxes of LEGO CMFs. Because I don't want to hunt for them in stores anymore, I'll just buy them outright from LEGO in packs of 6. Do you want to see how well that turned out? Stick around for a different video, I'm sure. So there you have it. I'm either showing off or admitting that I have a problem. You be the judge. But if you or someone you know is suffering from FOMOGWP, leave a comment down below. And just know, you aren't alone. What are these? Oh, these are just all of the sets I had to buy on January 1st, in person, at Target. There wasn't even a gift with purchase to miss out on. I just really didn't want to miss out on all of that release day hype. I just got a video idea.